21? Anybody need a cocktail? Anyone? Okay, so I've had Purple Dot for 21 years, and my business has survived a recession and a pandemic. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason I have you all here is to thank every single one of you, and I'm going to do that. So you're going to have to give me a minute to do that. I could not have survived 2 decades without so many terrific people behind me, and I'm going to try to do this without crying. So I'm going to start with, I have a little title. So my jolt of coffee. Christopher Schaefer, he's my jolt of coffee. He has this amazing space. He's been a supporter for so many years. He's an incredible business owner, a driven community leader, a nonprofit visionary, and quite the dapper dresser, right? Not to mention, he has an awesome band and he rides skateboards. Wait, can I be Christopher Schaefer? This guy is so cool.
And
anyway,
motorcycles.
Thanks for having us. I also want to thank Chef Egg. The food is fabulous. I mean, come on. And Mika had to leave, but she makes these amazing cupcakes. She's a small woman-owned business, and I hope you all support her because I've referred her to a number of clients. Her cupcakes are delicious. Anyway, you'll
And
go
they're
up and get it
upstairs.
for
Make
dessert.
sure everybody gets one.
Yes, make sure you get one before you leave. So here's my next category. So they're called my Cape Crusaders. These are the people who don capes and rescue me time and time again. They are my friends and family. They keep me together. They help me balance my personal and professional life. Okay, maybe. I mean, I'm not sure I'm always good at that. But anyway, here's my superheroes. My sisters, Cindy and Jennifer. My brother-in-laws, Paul and Jim. They're some of my Cape Crusaders. And why is that? They listen to me. They help me cope when things are going south. They remind me to relish in the moments that matter most, and they also make me laugh. So I'm serious, I had to bring this card because I have it on my shelf and my sister Jen gave it to me. Let me read it to you. Sometimes life is all sunshine and rainbows. Other times it's just a steamy pile of crap. So on days when I'm having a bad day, I frickin' read it and I laugh because my sister makes me laugh. I love her. Anyway, thanks to the Brzezowski sisters and to the Webbers and McGee's. Love you guys. Kathy Kaiser is my best friend and confidant, and she too is a Cape Crusader. We've known each other since we were children. We've climbed trees, we've caught salamanders, we've kissed boys, we've found love, we've lost love. We've also experienced loss. But we've also traveled to Europe, discussed the latest hot flash medicines, as well as shared crazy family stories. And yes, I think we've actually become wine snobs. In fact, we may or may not have had too much wine on occasion and our quest to find the perfect wine. May or may not, I'm not sure.
Sacrificing.
Anyway, Kathy and I sacrifice. She is there for me all the time, and I love her. And her husband, Chuck, he's amazing too. Sean left, but he's my Canadian Cape Crusader. I met him at the B&O. He's one of my best buds. He's painfully honest. He hates it when I say that. He's compassionate and thoughtful, and he's been with me through thick and thin. So Sean's not here, but we love you, Sean.
All right.
Before I started my own business, I worked for other companies, and I had the pleasure of working with some really dynamic, fun, and energetic people like Barbara Rayner, who worked at McCormick & Schmick's, and that's where I met Lee Johnson, who's standing back there now.
Hey!
Yay! When I met Lee, he's a quiet guy, he's level-headed, hardworking, but he has a sharp wit and great sense of humor. Today we're friends. He refers work to me, and I love him dearly. And on a personal level, we've traveled on trains across the country, hosted tea parties, we've attended BSO concerts, and let me tell you, we have worn crazy Halloween costumes tramping through Mount Vernon. Crazy costumes. Anyway, thank you, Lee. Next, my mentors, my inspirations, my PR peeps. Jody Odd, Gail Economos, Harry Bosk, and Lisa Koster were all such huge supporters of me when I started. They invited me to an independent PR group, and I learned so much about how to run a business. You see, I don't really like the word entrepreneur. I don't think of myself as an entrepreneur. And let's just say I'm not good at contracts and accounting either, so there's that. But anyway, they gave me the confidence to start Purple Dot, and I did. Harry, who cannot be here, continues to serve as an inspiration. And Lisa and I have partnered on so many projects, she's gonna make me cry too, that we've won awards. One was for Best Team by PRSA. Woo woo! The other one was for Best Event for a War of 1812 celebration. Remember those jerky caterers? Yeah, okay, okay, anyway. These are some of my inspiring PR people. Speaking of inspiring PR people, what about Jeff Davis and Tracy M? Where's Tracy M? Whoop, whoop. Jeff and I have partnered on a lot of projects. He's stuck in traffic, but I'm going to talk about him anyway. We actually did a proposal for Paul Reed Smith. Does anybody know who that is? Yeah. So I was like, wait, who are we meeting with? He's like, oh, he's a friend of mine. Anyway, we didn't end up doing work with him, but I love Jeff because he thinks differently than I do, and I just love him from that. And Tracy M, come on, seriously? She is a teacher extraordinaire, a corporate guru, an award-winning PR person, and she's helped and given me so much great advice, including how to deal with wacky and subordinate students. I had some crazy students. My friend Steve Kaiser couldn't make it, but the next people I'm going to talk about, they're called my recession helpers. So when the recession happened, and I literally lost every client and was almost in tears, Sandy Hillman called me on my way to the airport to go on a ski trip and said, can you work for me? I'm like, evidently I can, because I have clients. So when do you want me to start? She said, next week. I said, I'm skiing. I met amazing people like Mitchell, Dottie, Nicole, and Dave Corelli. Love Dave. And Dave is one of the smartest people I know. Is a sharp, sarcastic sense of humor. I think that's why we get along. I've learned so much from him, and now he's out on his own, and we share information all the time. Thanks, Dave. You've been great. Next, my gal pals and crab cake dinner crew. We know who that is. Once a quarter, I get together with this powerful and strong group of women who are not only good for my heart, they're good for my soul. We typically go to Pappas for crab cakes. We talk about ridiculous and goofy client stories, but we also take the time to talk about real life moments. Mindy usually starts with some stupid story about an unbelievably crazy asshole client, followed by Petra, who talks about, can you just do one more thing for me moment? While Lisa shares her cool job experiences, her latest dog shenanigans, or her recent fun family trip. Anne usually jumps in to tell us about her trip to Europe, a great concert, or something happening at the BMA. I bow to you, ladies. But who are the real entrepreneurs? Okay, answer this for me. Who's crazy enough to have a business in Fells Point for over 30 years, 40 years? I don't even know what it is. Who's crazy enough to call City Hall and other local leaders and say, what the heck is going on here? Who works day and night to keep people employed, run a successful business, but also always finds time to give back? That's Gail and Ron Furman.
That's right.
I love them. They're close friends, colleagues, advocates. They've also been a client of mine. They've generously hosted Schmingle happy hours, holiday choir events, and they've been a sounding board for me. Thank you, Gail and Ron. Love you guys. Chris is not here, so we pass over him. Wait, who else is entrepreneurs here? Bill and Sharon Reuter. Yeah. Where are they? Whoop, whoop. They are such talented graphic designers. In fact, I asked Sharon, how old is your business? And she goes, I actually don't know. It's longer than mine, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, Bill is my birthday buddy. Bill and I are turning 31 this year, something like that. I don't know. And Sharon and I are the busy bees. We're always looking for things to do, much to the chagrin of our husbands. Anyway, they have proved to me that you can have a long career, make your lifestyle your own while maintaining your own sense of self. They've been an inspiration to me for over 15 years. Thank you, Bill and Sharon. My event planners and BOPA friends. Hey sis, how's it going? What you need is what I often hear when I answer the phone from Chatty, AKA Kathy Hornick. I met her at BOPA along with really awesome people like Roz, Tracy, Sheila, and Kathy. Kathy. Today, Chatty conquers the world with her stellar events planning skills at her own business, 5 Star Productions. And we often partner on client projects like Maryland Fleet Week, Pride of Baltimore at Fells Point. And hey, Chatty, what silly fascinator are we wearing to the next event? I want to know that. This topic is my magicians. Okay, so let's just say I'm not well versed in accounting, but I have Cheryl, who is my bookkeeper. I have no idea how to do legal things, but I have Chester. I don't know how to do anything with the stock market, but I have Dan. Anyway, Cheryl is a wonderful high school friend who keeps me straight. With her no-nonsense approach, friendly demeanor, and calm personality, she kind of makes bookkeeping fun. Okay, maybe not fun, but I mean, it's bookkeeping. Anyway, it doesn't matter to me. Cheryl is one of my heroes. I love her. Wait, who likes the macabre, the eerie, the strange? And who loves football? What? I mean, these are connections to the world famous Edgar Allan Poe. Yay, woo! I've worked on the International Poe Festival the last couple of years, and it's been awesome. I mean, where else can you drink Raven's beer, hang out with a dead poet, and learn about casket making at the Edgar Allan Poe International Festival? Enrica Jang, Poe's Baltimore Executive Director, is the epitome of a one-woman show because she actually is a one-woman show. And I adore her tenacity, her energy, and her ability to keep moving forward despite obstacles. And by the way, Poe Fest is coming up October 4th through the 6th, blah, blah, blah. little plug. Okay, has anyone here raised a son, or maybe two sons or whatever? Well, my friend, colleague, video and digital guru, and former MPT colleague, where's Susie?
Over here.
There she is, Susie Shaw. She raised two sons, and she's writing a hilarious book called Mothers of Boys Survival Guide, or MOB. And I'm helping her promote it. It's a pee your pants, spit your coffee out funny book. And I'm so glad that she's fulfilling her lifelong dream of becoming an actor. We should all be like Susie Shaw and follow our dreams. You go, girl. Next, I want to talk about, I'm sorry, I'm almost done, but I really have to thank everyone in the room, because Christopher did it and I thought it was awesome. I have Kickbutt partners. Catalyst Communications, Sarah's here. These women, Donna and Sarah, are so professional, smart, collaborative, and fun. And Sarah's kind of stealth, because she's kind of quiet, but she's so amazingly creative in all her graphic ability, and she helps me with things like invitations, like the one you got from me. Sarah did it. It was amazing. And she was my savior during the past 2 Fleet Weeks, using her calm, cool, collected voice to keep my nerves at bay. Wait, maybe she should be in the Cape Crusader category. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. EPEC is not here, and someone else is not here. Hold on, let's go. Sail Baltimore. Where's Nan? Right here. There she is, Nan, yay!
Small
Nan
but
runs the Sail
mighty.
Baltimore, and they're the fabulous folks who bring in majestic sailing vessels to our port. Nan always remembers to invite me to an event, and she often talks about being a woman in a man's world, so we get to talk about that. It's great. She's an inspiration to me, and we really hit it off during Fleet Week a few years ago. Wait, was it that we hit it off or we almost collapsed? I'm getting confused, I don't know. Visit Baltimore in the house, they're awesome. Ari, Tracy, Erica, Trish, and the whole team, they're stellar. They're witty, approachable, creative, tenacious, fun-loving, and they share my passion for telling great stories about Baltimore. They continue to support me and my clients, and for that, I'm grateful. Next is Visit Baltimore. I think Brian, where's Brian?
Maryland.
Visit Maryland. Oh, sorry, Visit Maryland. I wrote Visit Bigger. Liz, Leslie,
Bigger.
Claire, Connie, Cynthia, Rich, Brian have all supported me over the years. They've put my client information in newsletters, they've helped me with ads, they followed up with the governor for appearances. Sometimes they even do something like, hey, show up to an event, because I'm not sure anyone's coming. Help a girl out. Thanks, Brian Lawrence. Love that about you. And I'm going to call this the also other Visit Maryland, because it's Marcy Ross. Where's Marcy?
Yeah.
Love Marcy, love her husband, they're amazing. Marcy promotes businesses in the state, all around the state. She's been a supportive of me in like her own way. She's been really great. I adore her intelligent advice, her composure, her grace, and her pleasant personality, and for making people feel at ease all the time. There's a little small group in here I'm going to call sidebar supporters. They're the guys and gals, husbands and wives, boyfriends and girlfriends of all my supporters who have supported me things like making sure Paul has fun, like taking a bike ride, or playing cards, or going to a Ravens game. So I equally thank Patrick and Jeff and Eddie and Brian and Rick and who else? Chuck. Duh, Chuck, right. Okay. So I thank all of you. You're also unsung heroes because you support me in so many ways. Lastly, there's one more person I need to acknowledge. He is the schlepper of boxes, the maker of lunches, the promoter of Purple Dot, the soother of bad days, the driver of client events, the listener to whining, the giver of hugs, the provider of advice, and yes, he proofs every single one of my proposals. He's a creator of fun times. Also the supplier of bad dad jokes. But he still remains my Mr. Wonderful, Paul Yeager, my husband. All right, I know you know me, so I have a trivia contest and prizes. Let's go do that. Come on, what the hell? First of all, before you leave, make sure you go upstairs and get a cupcake. They're amazing. And when you leave downstairs, there's a goodie bag, and Christopher was kind enough to put it together. Where you get a Christopher Schaefer mug or Malik. Malik has been my hero today. Who's this guy, man? He has been really great. Okay, the first trivia question. Paul, can you go over and get the you have the bags? Okay. Okay.
Schlepper, come on, Schlepper.
Does anybody know who my first client was? Yes, we do.
I think
Yes.
Visit Baltimore.
It was. It was Visit Baltimore.
Can I
I know.
say McCormick and Schmidt for an honorable mention?
Wow.
Is that drinkable?
Is that true?
It was when you were called BAFA, Baltimore Office Convention. So I was hired to do the promotion of the Star Spangled Banner House and their new thing. My first client was awesome. Who is my longest running client that I've had for the longest time? 19 years total.
Royal Sonesta.
What?
Royal Sonesta.
No.
Oh.
Darn.
Anyone? Anyone?
That was a good guess.
The prize is connected to the client because it's a drink that doesn't come from Scotland, but Kathy gets it. Irish Festival. Irish Festival.
Oh man, that's gonna be good.
Okay, so that's it.
open now.
Okay. So here's the last
Let it rip.
question. Here's the last question, and you get a mini Maryland bag. Okay. Purple is not actually my favorite color. What is it?
Shocking.
Black.
Green.
Red.
Periwinkle. It's my purple, but it's periwinkle.
That's not even a color.
It's purple adjacent.
That's like mauve. It's not even a color.
Who said it? Sister and I knew it.
Oh, that was a fish.
Because Sean's like, it's not a real
That was a fish.
Oh, Jennifer.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Don't hand me that.
I can't thank you all enough for coming today.
Thank you for having
Each
us.
and every single one of you.
We love you.
Oh, but wait a minute. I'm looking at Rachel, and the reason I passed by Steve Kaiser is because I saw Steve Kaiser, but it's the way I was going to introduce Rachel. So Rachel and her partner have an amazing company, women-owned business, and they build websites. And they have a great women's group that I belong to. I learn so much from them each and every day. They keep me sane as well. So sorry, I saw Steve, but no, that's how I was introducing him. Anyway, thank you again, Christopher. A little thank you gift to you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So if anybody needs a suit, they know who to call.
Right.
So enjoy the rest of the night. We're here as long as you guys want to come and drink and hang out. Get a cupcake, leave whenever you want, but I humbly thank every single one of you.
Oh,